Well, hello my fellow car maulers, how are you doing today? So I head over to Andy's hobby headquarters, like I always do.
Hey, what are you actually going to buy in here?
I thought I'd buy a kit. I ended up getting something different. And I thought I'd show you guys because it gave me an idea. I've noticed these things. AMT puts them out. I wanted to check them out. So I haven't looked at them and I'm going to do a little comparison on what I think. These are going to be a good replacement for what I used to use something else for. Is, let's just get into it. I'm just blah, blah, talking. Let's stop the talking. Let me show you what it is. These cool doodads. Yeah, these, what are these? These are Firestone Drag 500s. These are like typical racing drag slicks and front runners, that were used in the early days of stock car type drag racing. What old Bill Jenkins used on the Grumpy's toys in the early days, the late 60s and early 70s, with the Pro Stock division starting up in 1970 before they went to the really wide tubbed cars, wide tires and all that. And I'm thinking these might work compared to what I used to use, since what I used to use on a lot of models when I did that are getting scarce. I don't know. Let's take a look and compare. I've got an old model that we're going to pull out that's of an old Pro Stocker / Super Stock car. You guess, well, this music's playing AZLeo Valor, strumming that guitar for me. You think about what's the model that we're going to use as an example. And we take the old tires off and put the new ones on. So let's see. So here we got it, straight from Andy's hobby headquarters. Got ourselves a set of two sets of slicks and two sets of front runners, Firestone Drag 500s from AMT. And I have been extremely curious about these for a while, and we're going to do a test fit on this car right here. The Grumpy's toy, I built this probably, oh my goodness, I can't even tell you. And we'll probably do a Luka's builds on this car next. But for now, we're going to take these wheels and tires off on one side and put these on and do a little comparo. But first, let me get that out of the way. Let's open it up and take a look at these close. I haven't done it yet. I've been waiting for you guys to get over here so that we can do it together. So let's slice it open. And of course, it's in this pretty cool looking retro boxing that Around 2 has been doing. This is really neat that they're put out all kinds of accessories. I haven't really purchased a lot of their accessories and other wheels and tires and stuff, and I might do it. Their tires have always been very good, but they just haven't really put out anything that I've been super interested in. Been constantly looking at these things, and just real quick, there is the price, $15.99 retail at Andy's hobby headquarters. I'm really not sure what they're normally going for, but these were the last ones in stock, but he keeps them in stock. So if you're in the Phoenix area, head over to Andy's and pick up a set. He's got other accessories also, AMT accessory packages. So let's take a look at the slicks. And right off the bat, they're not as wide as I was hoping, but they got a really, really nice shape to them, though. I like that. We got our Tampa lettering on there. I am also curious about these. What I was getting them for is to use on another project that's going to be coming up that I will talk about at another time, but it is another Grumpy's toy that I wanted to build. Actually rebuild, because I did it years ago. But we'll do that in another video. You guys just keep letting it brew, see which one I'm going to do. Oh, whoa, that thing just jumped right out of my hands. And this is some yuck rubber. Throw that in the trash. And then let's look at the front runners. Pretty basic AMT. They could work out. I mean, as far as tires and stuff, everything is excellent quality. Beautiful, but I'm going to have to say that for what I was thinking and the types of tires that they ran back in the day, that these would work out good for late 60s, early 70s, super stockers, and then when Pro Stock started in 1970, things started getting really crazy in 71 and then went absolutely nuts in 72. So this would really cover the 70 season. That is pretty much what I got these for, is to do a 1970s early Pro Stock. For that, this could possibly work. Let's take a look at this now. actually, this car here, I'm not going to go too much into it, but I built this as a Super Stock C car the way Bill ran it in the '69 season. These tires would be perfect for that. So let's go ahead and do a switching of them. Let's see, what do I got? Oh, I already blew the... There you get a glimpse of the engine. We're not covering this car. Be ready though. I'm going to do my next Luka's builds on this car. Let me just get in there gently and pry this tire off. I usually, if I can avoid it, because I sometimes like to do tire and wheel changes on models, I don't glue them on if they fit tight. And luckily, that's what was the case with this. I believe it was like 20 years ago when I built this kit, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this, but it looks like they're coming off. Hey, yay, we got it off. Set that aside. Let's see if we can get the front one off. Yay, we got the front one off. Okay, what we have here is tires that are getting really hard to find, and these were my favorite tires to use for doing a late 60s, early 70s Super Stocker, 70s Pro Stocker. These were from the Johan kit, like the Maverick and the Sox and Martin Cuda. These were the wheels and tires that came in them, and I always loved these. Now, the cool thing, what I liked about these, is you see how it says Goodyear on one side, which this honestly is almost a perfect tire for the upcoming project that I want to use. For some reason I went with Firestone Drag 500s. Now Bill Jenkins ran either Firestones or sometimes he ran Goodyears, and you could go either way. That's what I really dug. I thought that was cool that Johan did that. And let's pop the wheel out. Let's get a good look at this. There's that as a Drag 500 Firestone, and there's this. So there's sides. They're just about the same size. The AMT, the new AMT, is just a smidge narrower, which quite honestly, I'm thinking these tires are going to work really good on this car, because let me show you something. These Drag 500s were kind of sticking out a little far, and I needed to get that tucked in. I might actually put those on this model. So I am liking these. I usually like them a little wider, but like I said, depends on the model. These work better on the future project, so I may raid these. These actually will be perfect for this model right here. So I think I'm going to do that. What I really like, take a look at that. I love how, you know, they got that old slick look where they're very biased ply, got that really harsh corner right there, and they rounded on the side. This one is a little more, you know, the rounding starts right at the edge. So I think this kind of looks a little more accurate in a lot of ways. This always was more distinctive of what the Goodyear Drag Blue Streak racing tires looked like. Now let's compare the fronts. This is where I'm not too thrilled about. I thought Johan did an outstanding job on front runners, which I wish I had tons of these, because to me, front runners on a stock drag car, even today, a lot of your stock and super stock cars, this tire would even work better on that, but especially for the late 60s and through the 70s and in the 80s, this is like almost a perfect tire. No lettering on it, which is good. It's just the right height, right shape, right everything. I just always loved this. It's my favorite super stock front runner. On to this, which has its big pluses. You got your Tampo lettering, and I showed in a tip video how to chill that bright white out. So you just do a little bit of that fogging of some translucent or clear black or even clear yellow, which we might try that on these. Just makes them look a little better. But tread width, it's okay, but you see how it's a lot shorter. Upside, this will drop the front end down a little bit. So that could be interesting. That could work out. I mean, it's not really, now that I'm looking and comparing, I mean, I'd use them. They're better than most front runners out there. So They do have a very, very good early tread pattern. A little scuffing of it would look good. I just wish it was a little taller. I do like a taller tire. This tire just looks a lot like what ran back in the day. I think we've got a pretty decent looking front tire. A lot better than most stuff that's in kits. So let's go ahead and I'm going to pop them on this Grumpy's Toy 68 Camaro, and you know, let's take a look and see how it turns out. But first, oh wait, let's just go ahead and put the wheels in there and see how they look. They'll probably have to be glued in on the front because kind of fall out. There we go. And pop this one in. Oh, fits nice, fits nice. That's a good look. Isn't that a good look? That's a good look. Alright, let's take a look at how it'll look like on the car. And we'll leave the old ones on one side. So let's just start with this. Fits on real nice. There you can see the difference. Yeah, I'm trying to get a good angle here. We'll get a good shot of the car here shortly, but what do you think? You got that. It's a little narrower. That's a pretty wide one. They seem to stick out the same though. I don't know if I can get that in. I was thinking it being narrow it wouldn't stick out so much, but quite honestly, I think what the problem is the bulbness of it, where this tire is a little more flat. It's almost just as wide. The tread's just not wide. So it's still sticking out the same, but let's look at that. That looks pretty nice. We'll flip it around. Let's look at that. Plus we got the white leather tires, which lots of times it would just all depend on what the Grump was running at what race. He would sometimes have, you could see white letters on there, sometimes they're just black. Let's fit this one in. There we go. Yeah, it would need to be glued, so it's not going to stay in real well, but hey, that looks pretty decent. I don't mind it. There's that. And let's do a comparison. I got to hold on to it. And there's that. All in all, I'm going to set it down here and let's put the hood on. And let's go ahead and get a low shot of it. They're sitting there all with its stance and everything. So there you go. What do you think? Those AMT parts pack tires are pretty nice. It's really cool that Round 2 puts this kind of stuff out. I wish they would do more. They should do some Goodyears, do some other types of, you know, a little bit wider tires and stuff. They do like gasser tires, and they do some funny car tires that are like really super wide. It'd be neat if they met in the middle. And like I said, it'd be cool to see some, you know, offerings of Goodyear, but you know, that could be all fixed with decals. Especially they only put them on one side, so that looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other side. And those are the old Johan tires. And you can kind of see I do like the front runner a little better with the Johan. The rear tire, I think that AMT rear tire, definitely from this parts pack, is a lot better for this car. You can see how they pretty much both stick out about the same. The right side is the AMT tire, the left side is the Johan tire. I am liking it a lot better. I like the AMT tire, the new AMT tire, a lot better again on the right compared to the Johan. It's really the application. I think that Johan tire would work better on some cars, like the one that I'm going to be doing here soon, which I'm going to be rating that tire. And I'm going to put these new ones on this car. But yeah, I think we are liking the look we're getting. So there you have it. Of course, there's two missing because they're on the car, but I'm pretty pleased with them. Not 100%. Of course, I spoke my piece on things I'm not really liking, but really for the most part, I would buy this set again. I probably will buy it a couple times. I have really never got any of their packaging, parts packs, or whatever they are calling these accessory packs. I think it's a great idea. I wish they'd do more in other subjects. They really try to keep the retro thing going, and I think they're missing the mark by not bringing up some other stuff, because they have been doing some great things with a lot of their other kits, and now that they're starting to dabble with fresh new kits, it'd be really cool to see them put some of their newer stuff from other kits in more of these packages, more up to date, I should say. We will see what the future lies with round 2. I'm sure they will. I'm going to start looking at more of these parts packages. I know they got a lot of tires, but all in all, wow. Thank you, round 2, for keeping us builders going with more options by doing this, instead of having to hunt down kits just to get tires and stuff. Put more of your tires in there. Like, you know, you're coming out with the big old drag slicks. I mean, I've got lots of them from all the kits I've got over the years, but those drag slicks that they've been using for years and years and years and years and years, that are probably going to be in this new upcoming Grumpy's Toy Vega. Yeah, that's going to be, it would be a really cool hit. I'm curious, but I'm sure the Vega will have these front runners in it. Almost definite. And who knows? We'll see. We'll be getting that kit, and we're going to be doing a review, because I have the original and we're going to do a comparison. So that would be a fun one, huh? That is my wrap up on that, and pretty cool. I give it a 2 thumbs up. A Luka Cee 2 thumbs up. Go out and buy them. Again, if you're ever in the Phoenix area, or you live in the Phoenix area, or you live in Arizona, take a trek to Phoenix, go over to Andy's Hobby Headquarters. That's where I got these from. These prices are insane. You should be crazy, Andy. So what'd you think? That was pretty awesome there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hey, I think I'm going to be getting some more of these. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, because, you know, that's what the comments below are for. I want to hear you. So you be sure, if you like this video and like the videos that we're doing here, you smash that like button like everybody says. I don't know. Everybody says smash the like button. Now, what you really do is you put your cursor over and you click, or on your phone, whatever. And be sure to subscribe if you're not. Thanks for helping support the channel by doing so. Go over to Model Car Hobby Headquarters Facebook group. Get on there if you're not. There's tons of great model builders over there that are just, you know, throwing up really neat stuff. You got to see it. Share, like, this, all that stuff. It helps the channel. We're growing, we're growing, we're growing. We're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Keep on putting your suggestions in the comments down below. I read them all. You all know that. And I get a lot of good ideas from that, and I'm compiling them, and as I can make them, I'll make them. I want to thank my producers, these guys here, the Patreons. If you want to be a producer, get up on Patreon, help support the channel. It's helping us do more and more things. I want to thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I realized in the last video that I was thanking you guys, and there was nothing here. I forgot to put the names on when I finalized the video, and it looked kind of like a real unprofessional. So sorry about that, but here you guys are, and I want to thank you dudes, man. Thank you so much, my fellow car modelers, helping out this channel. Other ways to support, get onto the Teespring. Got shirts and mugs and shirts and things and stuffs and whatever. And so like I always say, this is me, Luka Cee. Keep gluing those fingers together and keep cutting that styrene, and we will see you in the next video. You know what? So, you know, I go to Andy's Hobby Headquarters like I always do. I'm going to do that over again. Alright, so here we go. There we got it. Let's try it again, because it sucked. Ooh, special effects. Ooh. I didn't like that at all, but I think I can cut it and make it look good. I don't know. Let's do the outro. Let's do a little bit of an adjustment. Let's take a look down. Ah, sorry. You know, they're pretty decent, but at this point in time I haven't opened them up. I'm just shooting the outro just because I don't, you know, I'm going to keep things consistent. And now if I put this on the bloopers, you'll know the truth. I haven't opened them up yet. Shh, liar. Go over to Model Car Hobby Headquarters, grip face, shoot, no, blah, blah, blah. Everything. Every damn thing. I keep going blank. So it's like I always say, this is me.